Hello again, it's Mercury2 Phoenix, and next on my tour of places that I think should be settlements that were not made settlements is this little place that I'm not really sure of its name. It doesn't have an icon in the Pip-Boy, but the location is north of the Cambridge crater. The reason why I love this little area is there's this beautiful little storefront right here. And depending on when you come through here, there might be people hanging out in here doing stuff. There's usually like a firefight or something going on, or occasionally the rat deer will run through the common area. But this is a nice little place to set up a shop, or in my case, several shops. Got my settlers in here. And for this build, I used a lot of the CVC beds, which are improvised beds, and put them in locations that were existing, mainly under the eaves of the fronts of the houses. Most of the houses are not open, so you can't put them in the houses, but they've got these nice porches that work pretty well. Also, bonus free chemistry station. And that's technically out of my settlement, so I didn't use that. But I did add a little shelter here also with some more improvised beds. I sunk that one down a bit. I did wall off the spaces between the buildings because there are a lot of enemies around. So that helps to limit the amount that have easy access to the settlement. Like there's the Cambridge crater, and usually don't have too much trouble with them though. I don't wander this far over. Another little crated building with some beds. And then all along here, any doorway that's large enough that I've thrown some improvised beds in. I do like the variety that you can get with the CVC. Something that you would possibly think of if you were a person in the game. I did add a couple of little shacks down here just for a little bit more bedding. And again, I walled off as many of the entrances as possible. Have showers here. Walled off this whole area. There's a door. I have made a settlement up in there before too, that's pretty fun. I threw down these little modulars. I like the wall cuts from CVC. Naked settler, sorry. And you do kind of go through this area in one of the early railroad quests. You cut through one of these roads somewhere here. Because that's the church that you start at. So there are several sets of enemies I have recently killed off. But that's why I wall it all in. Not to mention lots of ghouls. But there isn't radiation in the settlement, so that's a good thing for the settlers. It's got a nice, pretty commons area. Great for growing your crops and not feeling like you're in an armed encampment, even if you are. And if anyone knows the name of this area, please drop a comment below so that I can correct my language for future videos. Thank you for joining me.